What's up? Welcome to Plant Vibrations with me, Devin Wallin. And so I just got a nice shipment of about, I think, 16 beautiful little jade plants. And I wanted to just do a little, what do? You unpack your plants from the store, or you just drove home from the garden center. What's the first thing to do with your plants when you get them home? Number one, inspection. It's very important to take a look at your plants, inspect them, look at the foliage. Is there any dead foliage that you need to remove? Or more importantly, is there any foliage sitting at the base of the soil that you really need to pick off of that soil and discard? So look, you can see here, I'm gonna just remove, I'm just digging my fingers in there. Look at this. You see, it's starting to turn black, starting to turn brown. Eventually what's going to happen with this fallen piece of jade leaf is that it will start to rot and turn to mold, and maybe it's not going to be detrimental to your plant at first, but over time it will have impacts on the quality of your soil. And soil is what gives your plant nutrients, so you need to have healthy soil. Without healthy soil, you're not going to have healthy plants. So it's very important, especially when it comes to your succulents, because succulent foliage is full of that moisture. It's full of water, and that's one of the reasons that we love them, because they can handle long periods of time without being watered. But on the flip side, because they are full of water, if you let their old foliage rest at the base of your plant, it will start to mold and turn that, what was once a lovingly nurturing soil into a place of death. And we don't want that. We want happy plants. So just go, use your fingers, be delicate if you can. If you can't, that's okay too. If you need to have a little kid with smaller fingers do the trick, well, hire your neighbor or your niece to do it for you. And so the other thing is that once you have cleaned all of that foliage off of the base, there's just going to also be better airflow. So now you can see the refuse that was sitting at the base of this jade plant. It's going to be a lot healthier now. And the next thing you want to do, step 2, with your freshly purchased plants, unless you can tell that they were just watered, which hopefully if you're getting them from a nice nursery, they are at the right moisture level. But when you're buying plants from online, then it's really important to give them a nice water. So these plants came in the mail. They're pretty dry, which is par for the course. So I'm going to give them a little sip of water. I heard a tip recently when it comes to watering your plants. Your indoor plants, probably water it a little bit less than you would necessarily think. Your outdoor plants, probably water them a little bit more. I'm all about doing just drips, just giving it, just barely quenching the thirst of your house plants. You never want to let them be sitting in too much water for too long. It's a bad environment inside the home. It will start to create just an inhospitable environment for your plant. So a little bit of water more frequently is generally a good rule of green thumb. Anyways, I hope that this little video has given you something to think about when you get your new plants at home, to keep them healthy and get them started off on the right foot. Anyways, I'm Devin Wallin with Plant Vibrations, and I will catch you later.